Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tier 1 this evening. And this is take 2 for round 8 of the USA Grand Prix after the farce of the last week's race. Just to clarify, it's just the race this evening, and the grid is decided from last week's qualifying, so it'll be just the race this evening, and an interesting one it will be. So we'll just quickly go through the starting grid for the USA Grand Prix Tier 1. It was TTM Kenyon who got pole, so he starts in P1, and next to him is Val in P2. In 8 will be starting P3. 4th will be Little Daz. 5 ERL Shadow. 6th Bloody Rowden. 7th will be SAS Allen, and behind him in 8th will be SAS Matt. Trev will be in P9, and 10th will be Ulster. 11th will be the boss ARC Reaper. 12th is ARC Jumanji. 13th is Mr. Indy. 14th Esbaga. Starting behind him on 15th is ARC Andrews, and 16th will be Walkie 67. 17th ARC Runner. I think he's starting at the back of the grid now, I believe. 18th is ARC Dodos, and 19th will be ARC Buggish. So that is the starting grid for the USA Grand Prix, and will be very, very, very shortly began to lights out. So this is just the race, everybody. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and apologies yet again. Will be fantastic, and it will be very, very interesting indeed. So we're just gonna wait to get everybody to ready up, and we'll be off and running for the formation lap. So just the 28 laps, and I believe it's a mixed weather race. It's a dry to wet race, which will be very interesting indeed. So we'll be very, very looking forward to that. So just gonna wait for everybody to ready up, and hopefully this will be a very, very smooth race indeed. Everybody's done their strategies, and obviously their setups as well. Been looking forward to this one. I've been looking forward to it all week. I was hoping to get it all sorted last week, but we had to cut it short. But you know, things happen, and we move on, and hopefully it will be an absolutely fantastic race. We'll be lights out very soon. We'll have a formation lap first. So I don't know what's going on here. I think we've got a bit of a there we go. So we've got the formation lap going. Just get all my details up. Tyres, and Kenyon started on their mediums, so it's going to be very very interesting start with the soft compound tyres that will be starting behind him. Thanks everyone for joining if you're watching, and I'm looking forward to this one, particularly strategy then 2 stop, soft medium, or soft hard. So a 2 stop is favourable around here, but we have got some wet on the way, some rain coming, looks to be towards the end of the race. So looks like somebody's dancing around in the background here. I'm not quite sure. Let's just hope that we can get this smoothly, and Hope we can have no restarts. Because then we've got to do the custom grid. Excuse me, all over again. Sorry about that. I've got a bit of a cough. I ain't got COVID, but I have had a test. It looks like we've got a bit of stuttery from innate, so hopefully that doesn't affect too much, as everybody seems to be going back to the grid. We're still hopefully we do get some good racing this evening. 28 laps around the circuit of the Americas. The 2 on the medium compound tyres. Seems like the most longest formation lap I've ever seen. Unbelievable. But here we go, then we're going to have lights out any second now. And, well, Kenyon on pole then. See if he can stay on pole. We will have Innate on the inside line. On the soft, so hopefully we will get some racing very soon as the back of the grid catches up with the rest. So any moment now. Please excuse my cough, as we have got the 5 red lights and away we go. Looks like everybody's got a good start. Val's got a good start, and Dad's. It looks like somebody on the inside. We've got 4 wide. We've got a bit of collision on there, and great start on turn 1, and we've got a spin, and it's Innate. Innate spun off into sector 1, and we've got Innate who has spun. I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but we had 4 cars. We've had a great start. Let's look at this in front, sector 1 and 2. As we've got Kenyon leading the race. Daz up to second, third is Shadow, and Val was lost out to in 5th. Rowden has jumped up to 4th. A good start from everybody, in a cracking start on the sector 2. There's a yellow flag, and that's somebody. Is that Reaper? Is that Reaper? It is. Reaper's had a spin on lap 1, so he's now at the back of the grid. Reaper's got a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, but Kenyon leads the race. He's got little Daz on the softs. He's had a great start in the Ferrari, and he's going to be quicker than Kenyon. Kenyon's going to be really defending for all he's got here. We've got now everybody getting them tyres warmed up on the softs. What a great start that was. And what a not a very good start for Innate. He's got to have one of his recovery drives, and I do believe that he can make things happen. And Alan's taken up, and Val looks like, has he got damage, Val? I'm not sure. No, he hasn't, but looks like Kenyon's gone quickest on the medium tension spinner back. They look like it's Ulster. He looked like Ulster's. Is he out? Ulster's not out. But he's had a spin into the wall, and a very messy start from a few racers. As now we're at the S section. Daz closing in on Kenyon. Wow. And Val now needs to get back. He's lost out 3 places as Val. Just turn the game volume down a tad. As we've got now, go down the grid, we've got Matt in 8th. He's on the little train of the drivers to start off with. So this is a good race. This is going to be a cracking race. Jumanji looks like he's got a penalty. Andrews up to 5th. And he's got Innate, who's got himself back up to 13th at the moment, and he's on the gearbox now of Andrews. DRS will be open on lap 3. No safety cars as of yet. But all a bit of a corner cut there from Innate. That could have been a warning. And he's taken that position from Andrews. So that will be a warning to Innate, I believe. Bagonair in 9th. Bit of It's 3 seconds now, so there's a gap between 8th and 9th. Jumanji in front. He's behind Trev, who's going in at 6th at the moment. And Daz now has started to heat up them tyres, them softs. So he's got quickest, and Val's just taken that as he's on the back of Alan now. But look at this train of drivers from 1st to 5th. Unbelievable. Going to be a good race, this, I'll tell you. As the Mercedes of Val is going to look like he wants to get back at least into the top three. This section could be dangerous. And Innate's got a 3-second time penalty for that. He was pushing track limits. Maybe he's just panicking a tad. But Val is closing in on Alan. Is he going to have a look on that inside sector 1 to 3? There's looks like it's... Is it Walkie? Is it Fuggish? Does look like somebody's off, and there's been a crash. It's Mr. Indy. It's the AlphaTauri and Walkie. Looks like they've had an incident there. So I'm not quite sure what's gone on there, but we're back racing. Could have damage. No, we just had a bit of a argy-bargy there going in. But look at Jumanji's up to 7th after starting 12th. He's got that penalty, and he's got Trev for company. And Trevor's taken that position. So Matt's behind him. Look at this train of drivers, 6th, 7th and 8th. As the McLaren of Matt is going to look to capitalise on a mistake. He's just looking in front of him to see if 1 or 2 make that mistake. As Jumanji's on an absolute charge here, starting 12th on the grid. Really good stuff this is. He's got DRS now on Trev. Trev's gone defensive on the inside, on the outside into turn 1. But having a look is Jumanji into turn 1. And a late break from Trev. It ain't going to happen. But look at this wheel-to-wheel racing from Trev and Jumanji. Val, sorry. Sorry, Trev. I'm getting all mixed up. And Jumanji has taken the lead from Trev. And that's given Matt the opportunity now to have a little look. Reaper's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So they're coming in now, the penalties. People getting desperate. And it looks like Daz has taken the lead of the race on them softs to Kenyon's medium. So this is a good start from Daz. This is what he wanted. I remember him saying in a podcast, but DRS will be there for Kenyon. Gone defensive is Daz. Kenyon's just staying in that slipstream, but I think he may just have a little look on the outside line. He's going to take the outside, but Daz has got a preferred line there into the turn. And good racing so far is Jumanji now and Trevor having a good little battle. Jumanji's going to retake the lead from Trevor. We've got 2 wide and Matt's coming into the equation as Jumanji retakes that lead. This is a good battle between Jumanji, Trev and Matt, who's getting into the mix for 6th place. Any predictions, guys? Let us know in the chat. I have got my eye on the chat, but we're 4 laps in on this 28 lap Grand Prix, the rerun from last week. So good to get this over and done with. And DRS Trev will have, and so has Matt. This little DRS train now coming up to turn 1. And Matt's going to have a look on the outside of Trev, and Trev's gone for a massive... Well, he broke very late, did Trev. And he was looking to make a move, and Trev's looking to not mess around here. Kenyon is 3/10 down, and that's a massive corner cut from Trev. He'll get a warning for that. He wants to be careful. He's having a great race so far. Rowden's still going nicely, but he's got Val for company, and I feel he's got to grab a look on the inside. Val for a lovely move, and he has made a lovely move. They're wheel to wheel, and still Rowden's got the good exit and the better grip. They're both going to have DRS. Val's got DRS. He's going to have a nice little easy overtake onto Rowden now. So Val's pushed back up the 4th. Really, really good racing so far then. Alan is up to 3rd. A really good race from him. As Kenyon's retaking the lead on the DRS train. There's so many incidents I can't keep up. So many good racing between the lads. This is what I like to see. This is what makes it enjoyable. But look at the speed and the grip Kenyon has at the moment on them soft compound tyres. But Daz is going to be dangerous and quick. behind him. We'll go down to Matt. We'll go down to Bagger now. It looks like he's under a second. We've got Reaper, Bagger and Andrews having a little bit of a battle for 10th. There's a bit of a corner cut from Reaper. He's got to be careful. He's already got a penalty as Reaper. But Bagger's really catching up now to Andrews. As Innate up to 9th. This is a good recovery drive so far. Unbelievable recovery drive. He was spun at the lights out, and now he's up to 9th and tracking down Matt, who's on the back of Jumanji now, and Trev in front looks like he's going from strength. He's got a bit of speed now. Looks like Jumanji's just got a little bit of ERS left, and Andrews has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, the Ferrari driver. But look at this, they're neck and neck, everybody. And Innate's going to be thrilled with this because it's not even six flat. He's got DRS, but Matt will have DRS in front of him. Matt's going to have a little look on the outside of Trev here, of Jumanji, sorry, and he makes a nice little overtake. And that brings up Innate, who's going to have a little look on the outside. Is he going to go for the switchback? No, he's just going to watch what's going in front of him. And Jumanji and Matt are having an absolute cracking little battle here. Had a little look on the inside of Jumanji, and he's made it work, and he's got a good exit out of that corner as well. And he's going to have the racing line coming up to the second from last turn, and Jumanji retakes 7. What a battle, 6 from Matt, and this is a great battle between the guys. And now look at Kenyon going from strength to strength. Looks like Lil Daz is now starting to struggle on them. Well, not struggle, but the best of them tyres are starting to go now. They're starting to fade, these softs. Around 9, I believe, that people will start looking at coming in. But Innate now has taken Matt, and he's up to 8th. What a recovery drive so far from Innate. He's on the S's at the moment. He's got to keep it. It looks like he's got a bit of a speed. Jumanji looked like he just lifted a tad there, which got some time. Bagger and Reaper look like they're having a bit of a battle here. There's Bagger in the hash, and Reaper has had another corner cut there. He really is struggling for track limits here. Is Reaper. Bagger is in 11th at the moment. In 8 now, closing in on Jumanji for this battle. And look at Val. If Val was gone up to 3rd, he's taken the position from the Williams of Allen. So now Val has entered the podium places, and he's only half a second behind Daz now. And for them tyres that's starting to fade, Val and Innate are really... He's got a penalty, Innate, but he can... Sure, he'll have to serve that in the pits, he can, but what a recovery drive so far from him. He's only under a second behind Trev. To look at Val now. Val's going to have a look on the outside of... Trev's got a 3-second time penalty. And Val and Allen and Daz, he has taken it, and there's a purple sector. It looks like a big crash, and it's Reaper and Bagger. If Reaper and Bagger come together, I'm not sure, but it looks like damage to Bagger and damage to Reaper. And it looks like they've had a bit of a bump, and Daz has come into the pits to change them softs. Them softs have decided he's coming out the pits. So he is coming out the pits, and Matt has come and put the mediums on. It'll be interesting to see. He's come out in 7th as... 8th, which is good. The ones above him are yet to pit, so... Is he going for the undercut? Remember, Kenyon is going to pit later for the softs. A good strategy to start on the mediums. Very good. As everybody else, bar someone else starting on the stuff. So we're going to have to start looking at coming in now. Val might have to cover off that undercut from Daz. He did overtake Daz in the race. But Val now in 2nd as the pitters go. And Val and Kenyon are going to have this tussle as we go down. It looks like Shadow in 10th now is closing in on Andrews. Shadow on the medium compound tyres. I believe he started the race higher up and lost some positions. I think he started... Did he start 3rd? Remember, 3rd or 4th, something like that. But he's going to have a look on the inside. He's going to race now on this hairpin He's on the outside of Andrews. He's gone a bit wide, but Andrews left that gap. And there you go. Thank you very much, Shadow has said. He's up to 9th. And Andrews in the Ferrari 10th might just be starting to struggle. And in the pits goes Alan. He's put on another soft pair of softs on Alan. I think he started on the softs. He must be going for the soft medium. Going for the 2-stop, definitely. Daz. And in the pits is Jumanji. He's put on another pair of softs. Or did he start on the mediums? Oh, I think he started on the softs. So he could be going for the 2-stop. 2-stop just as good as the 1-stop round here. Very strong, but Val still... Now on the pit lane. Sorry, on the... well, I'm looking at the chat, seeing if everyone's chatting, but it feels like I'm on my own. The 2nd to 5th still on 8 lap old. Soft compound tyres, so Daz could... I mean, if Falcon comes in, he will cover off. But the longer he goes on them tyres, he could. But Rowden's gone long as well, so... Looks like Bagger and Walkie have put on some fresh tyres. They had damage as well, I believe Bagger did as well. So did Reaper, so he's got fresh softs on. The gap's starting to fall now between drivers as people's pit and going to the 9th lap on the softs is Val. Kenyon just going nicely on the mediums. And in the pits is Rowden of the McLaren. He's coming in, he's going to put on another set of softs. So he'll be 2-stopping. Rowden. 2-stop is good around here. Someone else has come in the pits. Is that Innate? Or is he... Innate has stayed out on the softs. But Trev comes into the pits. He puts another set of softs on. So I'm wondering whether it will be a soft, medium, soft. The 2-stop. Oh, coming in, there's a collision between Trev and Jumanji. Jumanji was coming round the corner. Trev looked like he had a bit of room, and there was a collision. And is there damage from either driver? There could be side pod damage. There could be... But there's no wing damage, so that was a bit of an incident there. Shadow gets a 3-second time penalty. As it looks like the weather's starting as a change. It looks like Fuggish. Has Fuggish gone? Virtual safety car. Has Fuggish binned it? Or is he back on? Has he lost his wing? I think he's lost his wing, yeah. The Fuggish has lost his wing. 3-second time penalty for Innate. That's not good. Are we going to wait for the Allen's going very well, but I think Kenyon's just going from strength to strength here as Val comes into the pits. I believe they think the rain's coming. He's going to put on another set of soft compound tyres on. And still on the virtual safety car he's going to pit is Val. Nice stop there. And so has Innate's coming. Drive-through penalty, speeding. Oh, Mr. Indy's got a drive-through. Coming in the pits then is Innate. He's putting another set of soft compound tyres on. That means Kenyon's got a massive lead out in front. Daz has managed to get that undercut back. No, he hasn't. It hasn't worked. So he tried and it hasn't. So Val still comes out in second. That virtual safety car has come nicely as Alan now is behind Daz, looking to get third position. When is the rain going to come? It's going to spice this race up beautifully, I must say. Really looking forward to this one. At the moment, we're 11 laps in and Kenyon's leading from Val. He's got a nice 15-second lead. He hasn't pitted yet. I'm wondering whether he's waiting to see if that rain comes. It could easily come. As Rowden in 5th, Shadow. But look at Innate, he's closing in. He's got them fresh softs on from Shadow. He's going to be a hell of a lot quicker. He's going to have a look. He has got the penalty. Let's check the penalties out. The penalty, 6 seconds in 8. Shadow's got 6 seconds. Mr. Indy's got a drive through. Oh, there could have been a collision there with the wheels banging. So at the moment, it's looking very, very good indeed at the moment. Rowland's got the fastest lap so far of a 1:35.1. In8 still closing in. He's going to have ERS all sector 3. And that looks like a Ferrari. Is it Mr. Indy coming into the pits? I'm not sure. Someone's had a spin, but we're back racing again. So Mr. Indy's going to do his drive-through right now to get rid of that penalty. Very sensible indeed. Sector 3, and it looks like that is a Alfa Romeo. Is it Bagger? It might well have been Bagger or Ulster. Who's got damage anyway? Excuse me. Some gaps forming. Kenyon. Obviously that time's going to go down and down. But Bagger's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Starting on their mediums has proven very, very good indeed. As we're coming up to halfway through this lap. Ampho says In8 is winning this. He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties though. But I'm saying Kenyon looks very favourable indeed because he's definitely waiting for that rain to come. That rain, he hasn't pitted yet, but he's got a, it was 17 seconds. Now it's gone down to 11 seconds, but he's got fresh softs on. We'll go down to Jumanji. Looks like he's just going to get DRS on Matt here. Is he going to have a look into turn 1? Matt's gone onto the inside line, defending very nicely. And that was great defending. But going on the inside and the switchback is Jumanji. Is he going to have a look on? He's going to have a look on a long way around. He's got so much better grip on them soft tyres as he's into the S section now. And what an overtake. Oh, and he's got 3 seconds for track limits on the S section. That can be damaging. It's coming below 10 seconds now. Is Kenyon going to be coming in? I don't think he will, because if he comes in, that hands Val the lead. The Val pitting when he did is brilliant, because now he'll have track position if he comes in the pits. Kenyon. But Matt and Jumanji having a little bit of a battle here, so we'll go to them now. There's Jumanji in the Red Bull going a long way around. He's going to go for the undercut on the switchback on the inside. No, but SAS Matt, I must say, the last couple of times you've parked that McLaren beautifully. Shadow 7th, but In8 going very nicely in 6th after spinning. Go on In8, go on In8. You know I'm a fan. We had him on the podcast. Yes, Ampho, the McLaren boys are looking good, but they ain't got the penalties. The Rowden's looking very strong. Looks like the Webber now are halfway through the race. It's starting to get a bit cloudy now. So are we going to see the rain? I wonder. It's predicted we're going to have rain. But will it be enough time to cause the track and everyone pit? It looks like Jumanji's still nipping at that gear, nipping at Matt here. Just can't get that capitalised. Andrew's closing in on Trev by the looks of it. They're on different strategies. For Kenya now it's 7 seconds, so Val is going to be give it another 5 laps or so and he could well be within overtake territory. Looks like Alan has Alan jumped Daz on the pits. But he's got Rowden, who's having a fantastic drive. He'll have DRS Rowden. I think he's going to have a nice little look on the inside here. Daz is he going to cover the inside? No, he's not. I think Rowden's just biding his time for a better opportunity, which could be this opportunity now. He's on the faster tyre. Daz is really well. Got to be careful of track limits on the S's. Dodo's got a 3-second time penalty. Daz defending greatly from Rowden. Down to 6.5 seconds to lead Kenyon. Jumanji now very close to overtaking Matt. Now Kenyon doesn't want rain. Ampho, you are completely correct. Kenyon doesn't want the rain, and Rowden needs the rain. I think now, as I said, the two-stop strategy without the rain, as Rowden's going to have a look at Daz now. He's looking very strong, the McLaren driver. He looks on the inside, does Rowden, and Daz looks like he's got the better exit and grip. Oh, they're very close from touching. But look on the inside, he's going to have a little look. Oh, and he's massive dive, massive move from Rowden, and what a move it was, but Daz gets back at him. Rowden gets back. This is great stuff from the boys. Rowden has taken a lead from Daz, and that has given Innate the opportunity now. But what a late break from Rowden. I thought he dived into that corner beautifully and controlled the car, but DRS train, it looks like Rowden's going to get the DRS from Daz. As we're going to go up to turn 1 now, Daz could retake the lead here. We're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 1. Giving each other, and Innate's going to have a little look on Rowden. Is he going to take that position? No. He's just waiting in the wings. God, that was close. Don't know whether he broke early, Daz, or what, but it looks like Innate is going to look at closed in. Shadow's got a 3-second time penalty. I think the rain's imminent. It looks like the rain's coming. Kenyon now, it's within 3 seconds and he's coming up to lap. I think that must be Walkie. He's done 15 laps on them mediums. He doesn't really want to pit now because if that rain comes, then... But look at Val. He'll soon be seeing the back of that AlphaTauri. Repo with a 3-second time penalty. The time penalties are flying in. Racers getting very desperate indeed as Rowden, and looks like Innate's looking a bit glitchy at the moment, but look at the race between Rowden, Daz and Innate. This is a great battle between the three lads. Bagger's got another penalty. Close eye on them. You'll have DRS, so will Daz. Sectors 1 and 3, there looks like there's something that's happened, but is Innate going to have a look? We're going to have 3 wide going into turn 1, are we? No, we're not, but Innate's going to have a little look on the inside of turn 1, but Daz yet again gets the good exit. And these tyres now, are we going to see another? It looks like someone binned it. No. But Innate now is on the back of Daz and Rowden. This battle between the three, I can't keep my eyes off it. Alan is going very nicely. He's very solid for him. He's at 3rd position at the moment. But Rowden's not got a penalty, so he doesn't want to do anything heroic. Because he knows that they've got a penalty. And Innate's going to take the position from Rowden now. He's on a mission. And he's going to be going to Daz. And as Daz in 4th position now. But look at this. Between the three. Looks like Matt and Jumanji are also having a little battle. The Red Bull driver, Jumanji. I can't keep my eyes off this little battle between these three. Superb stuff, as now Val can see the back. And he's getting closer and closer. 10 laps to go of the USA Grand Prix Tier 1. In 8 now is going to have got DRS, he's going to have a look into turn 1. He's got a nice easy overtake. So in 8 now, in 4th position. And he's going to try and catch up to Alan. He's got 2 lap younger tyres. But it's this section that you could easily get the penalty. There's Matt and Jumanji still going at it. Oh no, Rowden with a penalty. Oh, dearie me, he was going so well. Was he getting desperate? Daz has got another penalty. Was that 9 seconds? And there's a sector 2, there's a yellow flag, but it's okay now. But let's have a look at the penalties. Yeah, look. Daz 6, in 8 6, Rowden 3. So the top 3 at the moment. But we'll go to Val because he is now within DRS of Kenyon. Be massive he can overtake him here. 10 laps to go. DRS now Val has. Is he too far away? Sector 3, there's a yellow flag. So there might have been a McLaren and a Ferrari going at it. It might well have been. These two are going at it. Oh, and little Daz just loses it a tad. But catches it well. He's going to have DRS low on Rowden. Is he too far behind? Is he going to have a little look into turn 1? He is. He's going to have a little look. Is he going to? No, he's just backed out a tad. But look at Val now. He's half a second behind Kenyon. He was 16 seconds behind about 8 laps ago. Sector 3, there's a yellow flag. I'm not sure. Sector 3, is that a glitch coming up? I'm not sure, but... Or someone got damage, I'm not sure, but... Val has got the lead of the race. He's taken the lead. DRS on. Looks like someone's going slow. Is it a... I think it's a Alpine. I'm not quite sure, but Daz is closing on. Got DRS now. He's going to have a little look. And he's going to retake 5th position in 8 now. He's got it down to 5 seconds from Alan. Alan's looking quite comfortable in 3rd at the moment. SAS Allen, who's not got any penalties, but Kenyon's done nearly 20 laps on the mediums. He's definitely waiting for that rain. If he pits now, well, he's got to take that opportunity. He's got to pit anyway because he's got to change the compound. He's got to change the tyre compound. So, and Alan's pitted. Alan's decided to pit him, and he's put on some mediums. So he's done the soft medium as Alan. But Alan has struck and put on the softs. And Rowden, Daz. Oh, and somebody's had a moment. Is it Inate? Has Inate had a spin? He has. Inate's had a bit of trouble and he's spun and he's lost the position. And now he's back down to 5th. I'm not sure. Has he got a puncher? Or has he just got damage? I'm not sure what's happened, but somebody else has got. I don't know. Someone's gave him the. I don't think he has got damage. I don't think he has got a puncher. Wait and see, but Daz now coming into the pits is Kenyon. Kenyon has come into the pits. And has he put another set? He's going to come in, he's going to put the softs on. Oh, he's putting inters on. The rain has started to fall. And the inters have come on for Kenyon. Is that... Well, that's Alan. Oh, dearie me, mate. He pitted and the rain has come. And Inters as Kenyon put on the Inters. And what a tight. He held out on them mediums. He knew that rain was coming and he took the opportunity. And in the pits now, everybody will be coming into the pits. Innate's in the pits for the Inters. The track will be changing and a wing change. The Kenyon now, this is like what happened with Norris and that. But we've got 7 laps to go. What a race it is. Daz now in... These guys will be pitting surely. But Kenyon's looking very strong at the moment. And Rowden, he hasn't pitted, but Shadow and Innate have pitted. So they've got to come in. Sure, there's a spin! And it's... Is it Trev? Trev's in the pit. Someone spun. Can't think who it was, but it was... They're struggling on them softs now as the track has really taken a turn for the worst. Rowden's going to be struggling. So is Daz. Sector 1, there's... Oh, and Andrews is gone. Andrews is retired from the session, and there's a safety car. There we go. A safety car. And I believe that is... Val now is in pole position for this race. Unbelievable. As Daz pits, everybody pitting now. That safety car has played into these hands who are on the slicks. Unbelievable race. It rained at the end. There's a safety car with 6 laps to go. And well, what can I say? Wow. The Val now, he's going to come into the pits now. All the drivers are coming into the pits now. Matt's in the pits. And that safety car is, well, that's probably annoyed. I bet he's screaming, that safety car, Val. I think he's gutted. But the track now is in the pits is Dodos. It's had everything this race. It's had a safety car. It's had the rain coming. Been a great race as well. Lap 22. So we're going to see Val coming in, surely. He's going to come in. And where's Kenyon? Is he just coming into sector 3 now? The coming in the pits is Val. Kenyon's in sector 3. We'll keep a close eye on this. I think Val's going to be okay here. I think Val is going to be okay because Kenyon is still coming round the second from last corner now. So Val's got track position. That safety car really has helped him because now coming round the last corner is Kenyon. But Val's got track position. Jumanji's still on the mediums. He's going to be coming in surely. 5-second time penalty with severe collision with Reaper and Trev. Stewards might have a lot of things to do, and look at Jumanji just struggling. We've still got 4 drivers out on the mediums. So do they think that they can The Walkie's pitted. He's going to get the mediums on. Must be like driving on ice. The Gooner thinks it doesn't look wet enough for Inters. We've seen a couple of people. I think the track's going to get worse, especially with a safety car. We've seen a couple of people spin and struggle, but Val leading the race at this moment in time. Everyone needs to catch up to the pack and catch up to the safety car, which is... Now Val's caught up with a safety car, so we're going to have... And Reaper's retired. Has he retired in the pits, or has he Has he crashed on the safety car? I'm not sure, but I think he's gone. I think he's retired from the safety car. Was he on the Inters Reaper or was he still on the slicks? But Mr. Indy and Jumanji have decided they're staying out. They're not pitting just yet. So we've got Walkie on the softs. I'm not sure why he's put the soft compound tyres on, but he's pitted for the softs. He thinks it's dry enough. He thinks it ain't wet enough for Inters. The Walkie's come in the pits and he's put on the softs. Reaper was on the medium, so there you go. So that's what's happened. He's obviously crashed. So it's obviously Inters. But Walkie's got softs on. Must be like skating on ice. The Kenyan took that opportunity to pit, but then the safety car has obviously messed him. But he's only a little bit behind Val. It's going to be a good battle between the two here. Safety car, 4 laps to go. He's had everything this race. You are right, Anthony. Walkie has got... He's just decided to come back in. He must... I'm wondering whether he put them tyres on by mistake. But if he didn't, he has got a set of bollocks on him, Walkie. But he's put the Inters on. Quite rightly so. I'm wondering whether he put them on by mistake. But we've got the safety car now here in the USA Grand Prix. As I said, it's had everything this race. Still got 4 laps to go. Let's hope this safety car can come in so we can have some racing. Safety car was due to Andrews. Retirement, I believe. Four laps to go. We've still got the safety car, should be coming in. But still got some drivers to catch up. We've got Mr. Indy to catch up. Still got some drivers to catch up from the pack. That's the reason why the safety car, I suppose, isn't coming in. We'll just flick through the penalties then. We've got Kenyan on 3 seconds. We've got Daz on 6 seconds. Rowden on 3 seconds. And just look at that. For Alan in the Williams, he has got no penalties. So he's looking in a great position at this moment in time. So does Matt as well. Because, I mean, Shadow's got 9 seconds. So Matt, the McLaren, we could have a double McLaren podium. I think this safety car is waiting for everybody to catch up. We've got 3 laps to go. Oh, there's a spin on the safety car. It's Rowden. Oh, no, not on the safety car. Has he? I don't think he's been hit because it will come up. But he's spun on the safety car, but he's not lost position. I'm wondering whether he's had an incident with Dodo's, and Dodo's, has he let him through? But we've got some back markers in the pack as well. This safety car's taking forever. Rowden with a 5-second time penalty. Severe collision with Walkie. That may be removed. The Rowden then has had a spin. He's got 8 seconds worth of time penalties, but that could be, some of these could be removed. Could be removed. Come on, 3 laps to go. It must be coming in after this lap now. Surely coming in after this lap. Fuggish with a 3-second time penalty. Must be coming in. Safety car is coming in this lap. Thank God for that. We'll have 3 laps of racing. The safety car will be coming into the pits and we're going to get some racing to see if Val gets a good jump. Everybody on the inters. Obviously because of the track now, but safety car's in the pits now. We're going to wait for the green light. Look how close Kenyon is to Val here. He's going to be wanting to get that track position back first. So we're going green and we're racing. Here we go. Look at Daz. He's gone on the inside for a lovely move for a dive bomb. And he's made work, has he? Sector 1 is a yellow flag. It could be saying Upland. Daz hasn't made the move, but he had a look. It does. He's getting desperate, is Daz. Sector 1, it looks like, is it Ulcer? Who's had a spin? Bagger. Yeah, Bagger. Bagger's had a spin. Pit lane for Walkie. Has he got damage? I'm not sure what's happened, but look at this between the two now. We're going to focus. It's getting wetter and wetter now. As Val leads the race. Sectors 1 and 2, it looks like it's a Alpha Tauri. And yeah, it looks like, oh, there's someone's binned it. Is it Buggish? Buggish has had a spin. Been 4 wets, but we've got 2 laps to go. Let's look at this. We're wheel to wheel now between Kenyon and Val, which is great stuff on the outside. Kenyon and Val wheel to wheel. This is gonna, oh, and they're just close. They're giving each other respect and taking the lead back from the race is Kenyon. What a last lap this is gonna be. 26 laps of 28. And Kenyon retakes that lead. What a move. And Daz just behind him. Look at Shadow as well. But we're going to see some... oh, this is unbelievable. We'll get the penalties up now, just for the end of the race. Sector 3, there's a yellow flag, and it's a Alpha Tauri, is it? I think it is. Detail, let's have a look. Penalty. So Kenyon's got a 3-second time penalty, so it's still Val's race here. He's going to want to get within 3 seconds, so can he get that gap with 1.5 laps to go? I don't think he can. Could be Val's race here. But he's taken that lead of the race, but when they cross the line, he stays close. Val will take the win, but it's a good battle between the two, as it always is. But there's a train of drivers now behind. We could see Alan on the podium as well. So, real good stuff. This is interesting stuff here. Kenyon takes the lead. Looks like we've got Innate and Rowden having a bit of a race wheel to wheel. But look at them in front of us. Look at these two. They're clashing all over the place. And there's a spin and it's Rowden. Rowden and Innate have had a spin. Were they going at each other? Were they nipping at each other? Was there frustration from them both? And they're both losing out. But Val has had a really good race from me. So has Daz, but Dodo's has had an even better race. We've got on the last lap now. Is he going to get 3 seconds on? I don't think he is. We've got the end of the lap now. Val needs to stay within track limits. Sector 1, there's a yellow flag, and it's Mr. Indy who's retired on the last lap. So there's the penalties. Rowden's got 11 seconds. Innate's got 6. Shadow's got 12, so we could see Alan and Matt on the podium here. Unbelievable. They're coming round in the final sector in a USA rerun of the Grand Prix. Kenyon leads on track, but we've got 2 corners left. I don't think he's going to get the 3 seconds. He's got it to 2, but I don't think he's going to get the 3 seconds, as we're going to see the checkered flag crossing the line is Kenyon. Val shortly behind, and Val takes the Grand Prix of USA, and Alan has got the podium. SAS Alan has got the podium. So really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. And the final, look at that. And I'm driver of the day. Tomo's driver of the day. I'm going to give it to Dodos. He's made up 10 places. He's had a sensible race. Started 17th and come in 7th. And Ulster with a great P6. There's so many that could get driver of the day. Alan's a good shout. But I'm going to give it to Ulster. But what a race. It's had everything. Safety cars. It's had incidents. It's had everything. But TTM Val takes the USA Grand Prix. Daz with the 3rd. It's been an absolute corker of a race. Thank you, everybody. And there's been a few that's had a great shout. Everybody having a good race. Dodos gets Codemasters driver of the day. So there we go then. We've got Val on the podium with Kenyon next to him, and Alan with a great drive on the podium. I'll tell you what, Codemasters driver of the day was given to Dodos. I'm going to give my driver of the day to SAS Alan for grabbing that podium. The SAS Alan takes the driver of the day from Tomo, and Dodos takes the Codemasters driver of the day. So we're going to go through the results then of the USA Grand Prix. Val takes the points, takes the 4 points with the win. Kenyon in 2nd. Alan with a superb drive takes the podium. Daz 4th. 5th is Matt. 6th is Ulster. 7th, another driver of the day, is Dodos. What a drive from him. And Ulster as well. Great drive. Shadow 8th, Jumanji in 9th, Rowden 10th, Fuggish 11th, In8 12th, Mr. Indy 13th, 14th is Walkie, Bagger 15th, Reaper. Now we're getting into the retirements. Retires, Trev retired, and Andrew's retired. Thank you everybody again for the rerun. I've been Tomo. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you tune in Wednesday for Austria for for Tier 3, and myself and Pricey will be on comms. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and congratulations to the drivers who won and Tier 2. Thank you everybody, and good evening, and enjoy yourselves and take care of yourself, and goodbye.